How are you, buddy?
Good, Chris. Thank you very much. It's nice to be here.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
And Jen and the boys are well?
Wonderful. Yeah. I was just telling you. I just spoke to them. So the boys are at school, and Jen was going through a drive-through with my young boy there to get him a milkshake. I could hear him in the back. Mama, milkshake, milkshake. You know. So.
Congratulations. I understand Dance With Me is already gold.
Yeah, the album went gold in 2 days, Chris.
2 days.
You know, it's incredible, mate. Yet again, you know, I keep getting humbled by this audience we've filmed, and it's incredible. Needless to say, there was a lot of, I wouldn't say stress, but a wee bit of anxious feeling towards, I hope this next record will match up to, if not surpass, Thank You, and Kicking Stones, because Kicking Stones was such a big record for us, and there was a high expectation for Dance With Me, the new record. So for the album to go gold in 2 days, it answered everybody's question, and I'm ecstatic. I'm just so excited about it, and I'm very proud of the record. It's an incredible record.
They say that awards validate what you're doing, but a gold record in 2 days must be like over the moon.
Well, you know, awards, they validate what you're doing, especially awards for your peers. But I think a gold record, they kind of awards really validate it, because that's for the people.
That's from the people who are putting down the money that they worked hard for.
And they're the ones that, you know, I wish I could have a gold record made for everybody that bought the record and send it to them, you know. They have absolutely no idea how they've changed my life and how much I appreciate it. But the greatest thing is every night at these concerts, you know, people walk up to me and tell me stories how my music is helping them in their lives. So I guess it just goes full circle, you know, you get what you give. And I'm just happy to be part of the whole thing, and happy to be part of something so much bigger than myself.
I have the sense, though, that as the success, as you achieve more and more success, the moments that you get, I was thinking about this on the drive down, the moments that you get to enjoy that success with Jen and the boys, sometimes are more often by phone than actually, you know, putting your arms around a real person.
Yeah, which is extremely ironic, isn't it? Well, the good thing is built in the contracts is that I'm on the road for 2 weeks and then I'm home for a week.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm never away for any longer than 2 weeks. All the agents know that every one of my boys' birthdays, they're off. They're my days. And my anniversary, that's an off day. So, you know, all the big days of the year, I'm at home. All the holidays, I'm at home, with the exception of Easter and stuff like that. So, you know, we've been able to find a great balance, and I'm sure as time progresses and the journey continues, it might be tougher. But again, we stay focused, we work as a team, and I'm not going to tell you there's no times when she wishes I was there, or I wish she was here with the boys. Yeah. But that's life, you know. There's a lot of men like that. There's boys overseas right now fighting for us. They deal with the same things. There's boys up there, men and women, in Fort McMurray, doing the exact same thing, just try to do what they're supposed to do, which is take care of their families. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not any different. I'm just out here trying to take care of my boys and sort of give them the best life that I possibly can. The fortunate thing for me is that I'm doing something that I love, and for that I feel very fortunate and very humbled.
You ever put your foot out on the floor and say, wait a minute, let's stop this merry-go-round, I can't believe this is happening to me?
Yeah, sometimes, but you know, I've surrounded myself with some wonderful people, and you know, you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. So not only do the people around me keep me in check, but you know, we get to stop the merry-go-round sometimes and get off, catch our breath, and then jump back on. So no, it's wonderful, and really, I have no complaints. I mean, I'm healthy. Things are going very well. My music is touching a lot of people, and I feel like I'm spreading a wee bit of love in the world. God knows we need it.
Boy, a little bit more than a wee bit.
Yeah.
Talk about the love tonight. Centennial Hall, show starts at 7:30. You've got 2 young ladies opening up the show. How's that work?
It's wonderful. You know, one more girl from Vancouver, the daughters of a great musician called Tom McKillop.
Tom McKillop.
And I was at the BCCMAs, which is the British Columbia Country Music Awards, and these 2 young girls walked out on stage and 2 guitars and sang their hearts out, and I looked at Tracy beside me and I said, "Who's this?" She says, this is one more girl, you know, Tom McKillop's daughters. And I went, wow, brilliant, great harmonies. There's nothing beats family harmony, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when we were putting this tour together, I was asked the question, you know, who would you like to come out and open up the show? And for whatever reason, I just remembered the two young girls, so I asked Tracy and everybody in our team to maybe get in contact with their management and see if they would be interested. And sure enough, they were very humbled by the opportunity and jumped on board with it. So it's been great. They're wonderful girls, lovely to be around, and great singers, very talented.
So they do their show, and then you come out. Talk to me about Johnny Reid's show.
Well, you know, Sean, it's getting bigger, it's getting better, it's getting better. You know, it's wonderful. You know, needless to say, the more people that come to the show, the more money I can spend on the show. You know,
sure.
So it's great. It's big. It's soulful.
You should see his eyes;
truthful.
They're just sparkling as he's talking about this show.
It's truthful. I spoke to you about this before as well. You know, as a boy, I'm not any different than any other wee boy in the room right now, dreaming one day getting up on a stage and being able to stand in front of people, pour out my heart and soul, and have them look back at me in admiration. I mean, that's what it's about. And I'm just getting to that point now where, you know, these crowds are getting fairly big. You know, I think there's about 1,500 people coming out tonight, and I'm humbled. I'm excited. I can hardly wait to get up there and sing my heart out, and swear a wee bit, dance, and have some fun. And thus the album. I mean, the album's called Dance With Me for a reason. You know, come on, have a good time. I'm going to have a good time.
And he will. You know, there are still some tickets available, I think, at Centennial Hall box office, right?
Yeah, there's a few left. I think there's something about 32 tickets left.
Really?
So that would be wonderful if you could come down there and sneak in. I'd love to see you. And needless to say, there's going to be a big crowd and a lot of energy and a lot of love.
And lots of fun.
And a ton of fun, yeah.
Johnny Reid, my guest here in the studio at Country Favorites BX93. Thanks again, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you to BX, needless to say, and most of all, a big thank you to your listeners. I truly appreciate their support.
Perfect. Tell me, do you know what the next single is?
I don't know for sure yet.
Do you know what the next single is? No.
There's a couple of options.
There's 2 or 3 that they're talking about. I would like to see Dance With Me being the next single, you know, even though it's a ballad. I think it's a real truthful song, and I think a lot of people would be identifying with that song.
Tell me the story behind it.
Dance With Me, when I finished school, my wife and I, my fiancée at the time, decided we were going to move up to Ottawa. The CCMAs were taking place in Ottawa, and for whatever reason I decided, hey, let's go there and see if I can build a wee band up there and have a chance to maybe sneak in there and sing a few songs. So we moved up there to sort of spread our wings a wee bit, and you know, we wanted to grow up, I guess, is what we were doing. And she was working full time during the day. I was working at nights, singing and travelling up and down. And then Sundays would always be a great day for us because we would be able to have a wee bit of time together. And I remember at night, before we had kids and before, you know, life got a wee bit more complicated, we'd pour a glass of wine and find ourselves in the kitchen, turn on some music and maybe have a wee dance in the kitchen, you know what I mean, or maybe in the living room. And there were times that the two of us really treasured. But as life goes on, needless to say, it gets a wee bit busier. The kids came along, and then, you know, we're moving here, moving there, and life starts getting a wee bit more complicated. And them moments were a wee bit harder to find, Chris. So in the making of this record, I really wanted to write a song that was very truthful, and to tell her that I still think about them moments and that we should take them moments with each other. And although they're few and far between nowadays, we still try and take them moments. So the song is an invitation. The song is an open hand. Come dance with me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Talk to me about A Woman Like You.
A Woman Like You is just a song of appreciation, admiration, satisfaction, you know, feeling like you've got somebody in your life that was supposed to be there. My co-writer and I, Brent Mayer, who's also my producer, this was the very first song that we wrote for the new record, and the original title of the song was Yes I Do. I surrender my heart and soul to you, yes I do, was the hook of the song. And then Brent called me 2 days after we wrote it and said, you'll never guess what, I just picked up a Rascal Flatts album, and there's a song on there called Yes I Do, and I said, what? So it kind of forced us to get back into the writing room and really dig deep to figure out what the song was going to be. happening was, you know, there's nothing I could say or ever do to deserve the love of a woman like you. And I think that's something that every man wants to say to their wife, or the woman in their life. Sometimes we just don't know how to say it. So that's my job, I guess, as a songwriter, to say these things. And it's been incredible. The response has been unbelievable. You guys have played it. A lot of other stations have played it. And when we play it live at these shows, it gets a big applause. So, needless to say, it's connected with people in their hearts.
Outstanding. Hey, thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Chris.